My brother, does that woman truly like you? Right? Does she really like you? Or is she just chasing her ego? I want you guys to start asking yourself that, because there's a huge difference that guys get it twisted. There's a line, there's attraction, and there's a woman chasing her ego. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys only learn how to make women chase their own egos. I'm going to get into that, guys. But first and foremost, my name is King Dre. I'm your gracious game advisor. I need you guys to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. Y'all know my slogan. Playerism is indeed the antidote to feminism. Now let's get into what y'all came to see and hear. Let's get into this game. But like I was saying, a lot of guys in this space, unfortunately, right? And I don't want to, a lot of guys be wanting me to go at other people and tear other people down. I don't want to do that. I don't even like to reference other guys in what I'm talking about, because I don't want them to think, or you guys to think, that it's drama and I'm tearing that person down. I'm not about tearing people down, right? I believe you don't have to tear people down to get your message across. But I do get a lot of guys getting the game twisted. And when they come into my fold, when they come into my camp and they come over here, a lot of the things that they're learning is screwing them up. And so, that's the reason for this video. But a lot of the things you guys learn, I would say a good 95% of the advice, or quote unquote game, right? Advice that's packaged as game, or let's say misinformation that's packaged as game. A lot of it is is about getting a woman to chase her ego, right? It's not like real game and fostering real attraction and learning how to spot women who truly into you and learning how to leave the women who not into you. It's about getting women who are only tolerating you to tolerate you, being more tolerable to women who only using you as a placeholder anyway. And then getting those women, in fact, to not to, pursue you, but to chase after her own ego and satisfy her own ego. So what's the difference? King Dre, you may ask, what's the difference between a woman chasing her own ego or a woman being genuinely attracted to you? A woman who's chasing her ego, when she's dealing with you, she's there to take from you. And not just financially. A lot of you guys think take means financially, but energy wise, emotionally, mentally, she's there to take. She's not there to help you. She's not there to pour into you. A woman who's genuinely attracted to you, right? When she's genuinely into you and she's genuinely attracted to you, she's pursuing to give, right? She's pursuing to give, to pour into you, to build something with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about you, and it's about having and building something with you, building a life for you, not being with you so she can get dates, dinner dates, gifts, attention, validation, all of this shit, which is a lot of you guys are in situations with women that's basically satisfying and chasing their own egos. And so a lot of this stuff teaches you to get women to, you would think it's to pursue after you, but it's not really to pursue after you. It's them chasing their ego. An example of that would be, oh, well, when you ignore a woman, she starts to chase you. It's not that she's chasing you. She just has a bruised ego and she's trying to satisfy that bruised ego. And so what happens is when you ignore her and you ain't picking up the phone for her, she's all in her emotions. And now it's not about talking to you. It's about, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel unimportant, because ego is self-importance. And, a lot of women have huge egos, but I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel like I'm not important in this life. I want to be the priority in this man's life. All egotistical shit. And so they behave in a way, right? They chase after you. They call you. They, baby, I love you. Don't do this to me. Everything is, but it's not about attraction. It's about satisfying the ego. It's about putting a Band-Aid on the ego. Another thing that I hear, and I hear this a lot, especially lately, teaching men to flirt with other women in your girl's presence. That's the craziest shit ever. I guess it's this this dread game shit. That's crazy. Now I'm not saying that when you go out, you're not supposed to be fly, you're not supposed to be attractive, but to flirt with a woman in front of your woman for competition anxiety, that's not how you induce competition anxiety, right? What you're doing is basically getting your woman to get caught up in her ego, and now she's competing with the other woman. Yeah, you benefit in the short term. So the thing with ego games, you benefit short term, you benefit from it. Like you get it's like a temporary quick fix, right? But over the long term, you damage the situation with that woman from playing ego games. And you soon realize that it ain't really about you. You see? And the thing about the ego, when women catch up to their ego and they satisfy their ego and they put a Band-Aid on their ego, they're going to flip the script once the dynamic changes. And the power dynamics will change. When you have a woman constantly chasing her ego, she's going to do whatever she needs to do to get the power dynamic to change. And it will change. And once it changes, she's going to give you her whole ass to kiss. I can promise you that. So you guys have to be careful. You guys have to be careful about playing ego games. But flirting with other women in your woman's face, it only gets her to get caught up in her ego so she can feel more important. She can be more important to the woman and she can beat the woman out. That's not about being attracted to you. That's about her ego with that other woman and not her not wanting to come second to another woman. You see what I'm saying? Another one is putting too much space in between you guys. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to let a woman smother you, because you're not. You're not supposed to let a woman smother you under no circumstances. However, you don't want to put too much space to where a woman is starting to feel like you don't even care about her, you're not important to her, all of this stuff. Again, it gets the fire going and it gets them to chase you. It gets them to pursue you harder and tell you they love you and fuck you extra harder. But again, that's only a short-term victory. That's the ego talking. It's not about you. It's the ego. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is not engaging. So you may have a woman who another example that they give is like not engaging a lot, right? Like over text or whatever, or just whatever, where you just like basically distant and you're not responding back as fast enough because you want to appear to be high value or whatever, however they say it, right? You want to appear to be high value and shit like that. So you don't text back right away or you text back hours later and all this shit. What that woman does is start to think, well, does he like me? I'm not important. And so I want to feel important. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to behave in a way so he can show me that I'm important. And they start to put the pressure on you. Again, it feels good, right? All of the treatment feels good, but it's not real. It's fake. It's about the ego. So always be mindful of ego games. I could do a whole episode. I could do a whole podcast on ego games and the games that you play to get a woman in her ego. Again, they work temporarily, right? You get a temporary satisfaction, but it's not good in the long term. You want some real game, right? You don't want to get a woman trapped up in her ego. Now, how do I know a woman is, I'm a placeholder and, she just with me to satisfy her ego? This is how you know. Let's say you're a busy man, right? Let's say you're a busy man. I'm a busy man. But how I know if a woman is with me for her ego or not is if I tell her I'm busy and she see that I'm busy and it's hard for her to get a hold of me, or not necessarily hard, but it's not as easy to spend time with me and talk and take time out of my day. A woman who's chasing her ego will get mad at that and they'll feel some type of way about that. And they'll try to either get you to change it or they will not talk to you anymore. Or they'll cause a problem and bitch and throw tantrums and shit like that. That's a woman who's trying to satisfy her ego because it's about her and her self-importance. Now, a woman who's attracted to you when you're busy, what she'll ask you is everything okay? Is there anything that I can do to help you? Is there anything that I can do to take the load off? Is there anything I can do to make things easier for you? And in doing that, and she's smart when she does that, in doing that, she get to spend time with you and y'all get to build and bond together and build a foundation based upon productivity and bonding and getting money and pursuing purpose and passion. they're going to do what they need to do to be next to you, to help you. They're going to pour into you. It's not about them. It's about giving you so they can get on the back end, because, you're going to give them a return on it, as well. But it's not just to satisfy her self-importance. It's about building a solid relationship. It's about building a solid connection. It's a huge difference, you see? And when things like that come up, you'll see what it is based on what's her goal. If her goal is if it's about her, then that's ego. If it's about y'all in a relationship, that's real attraction. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, check this out, brother. Ultimate Ladies Man Summit is coming September 11th, right? And Ultimate Ladies Man Summit is a virtual event. This is my virtual event, right? And you can only get access to this. You got to be on the wait list. So go to ultimateladiesman.com, ultimateladiesman.com, or click the link that's in the description. But with the Ultimate Ladies Man, it's not just courses. It's a whole event, a 5 to 7 day event, right? Where you do get courses, right? You get Attraction 101, which teaches you how to be attractive. It teaches you, not just physical attraction, but developing the characteristics that make you more attractive, because physical attraction is one thing, but personality and who you are on the inside is more of a glue. It's a stronger type of attraction. And I teach you how to be more attractive internally so that you can, you can build that strong type of attraction, that lasting attraction, and not just surface level stuff like physical attraction. I teach you how to get the physical together too, but that's Attraction 101. And this is based on the things that women find it most attractive throughout the history of time, right? I teach you how to develop these things. That's the first course. You get Attraction 101. Then you get Modern Dating Mastery, formerly known as the Ultimate Ladies Man Dating Guide. We changed the name to Modern Dating Mastery because that's just what it is. It teaches you how to date in modern times. A lot of this shit that you guys seeing on the internet is washed up. It's old. The shit don't work. So what I've done is I've compiled real game, because I've been out here and I've been out here forever. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've compiled that. I deal with modern women. I've been dealing with modern women forever since I've been dating. I'm not new to this. I've been doing this. Modern women, feminist women, whatever. I've dealt with them all. So what I've done is giving you guys my playbook, right? On how to best navigate this modern dating world, from flake prevention, building solid connections. Meaning, when I say building connections, meaning women require a connection to sleep with you. Most women, unless she's in a hoe phase or she a hoe. And I basically teach you all this stuff. I teach you where and where not to go, what to say, how to escalate, how to close the deal when you get back to your place. The whole nine in Modern Dating Mastery. How to screen women so women ain't wasting your time. I teach you all this in Modern Dating Mastery. Then we get to the third course that you get is how to make a woman fall in love with you. Because once you get her, now you got to learn how to keep her. So we go in depth on teaching women to open women up, get them to love you and be more submissive to you, and serve you and treat you like the king that you need to be. Just that alone is worth the price, but that's not all you get. We're doing 6 live webinar trainings from some of my best partners in the game, experts in the field on finances, dating, sexual control, how to lay it down in the bedroom, deep psychological seduction, fitness, the whole nine. It's a 6-day event. You come every night, and again, this is virtual, and you learn some game. And these sessions go on for hours. You can ask your questions or whatever. Not only that, you get 6 coaching calls with me, and you get access to the Players Club, my private men's community. So you get all of that when you're a part of the Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. Click the link in the description, the bio, wherever you see this at, or go to ultimateladiesmansummit.com. You must be on the wait list. Doors open September 11th, from September 11th to September 15th. After that, we close the doors, and then we get on with the webinars, and we get on with the event. So I will see you guys there. UltimateLadiesMan.com. That's it. I'm your gracious game advisor. Yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.